Can you tell me the differences or like pros and cons of each of the Infloor system types, manufacturers that you are knowledgeable about?
Uh, kind of. I mean, it kind of depends on just the way that everything's set up and what's being used. So like blue squares I like because it's um, just a nice, easy, mechanically driven system where you can see the gears moving. You got your different zones moving. Problem is depending on the way that you plumb it, if you allow too much turbulence going in, you got a better chance of shearing some of those gears. So, excuse me. So some of the gears in the setup need to be replaced from time to time. Um, Paramounts, which I haven't used as much, a similar thing except for um, it's a quick shift, and that quick shift allows for almost like a water knock, and especially if you have if your pool was set up with flex pipe, then I'm a little more hesitant on it. Since we're in the Midwest and we have a closing season, though, so you kind of got to set up your own kind of way to winterize it. None of these systems have very great winterizing settings or ways to do it. Usually you gotta individually plumb valves on each line, and either you're gonna plug it in the pool or you're gonna do an air pocket like you would do to a main drain. So you would just blow it full of air and close the valve on it. Jandy's system, or the caretaker system I should say, I like it, especially with kind of the electronic part of it, being able to pause zones. It's a little more, it's kind of like if you have more parts, then you're going to have more problems, where there's a better chance of some things not going right. So there's a little more to play with that sometimes has issues. But theirs and Paramounts, you both are able to pause it. Blue Squares does not allow for a pausing. So that's one thing they definitely have over it. But each zone, it all pretty much does the same thing. There are different ports or setups as far as the way that everything comes together and the hydraulics of it all. I don't know. I mean, if you do it right, they all work.